Hello and welcome to Neil Patel's Advanced Marketing Program. My name's Amaya and I'm going to be your host as we go through every week of content, all the exercises, and everything you're going to learn moving forward. Today we're going to start you off with talking about mindsets for success and give you some expectations and mindsets to carry with you into the next few months as you progress through the steps of this program. Now, this program is about marketing. Marketing is about getting customers for your business. That's how we clearly define it. If you don't know how to get customers, then you don't have security or stability in your business. It really is that simple. The biggest problem that most people have is that they don't go out and get customers for their business. See, most businesses die. Their founders lose precious money, time, and energy. If you ask them why their business failed, you will consistently hear a common theme. I just didn't have enough customers. So that brings us to marketing mindset number 1. Marketing is the key moneymaker in your business. Most activities inside a business cost money instead of making money. Of all the things that you do to make money, marketing makes the most money. It reprioritizes what you need to do every single day. Marketing is actually the single highest leverage area of your business, where you can increase your results by 2 to 20 times what you've actually put into it in many cases, and usually without spending any more money or time than you already do. Marketing mindset number 2. Marketing mindset number 2. Marketing is not something you do once. It's an ongoing process. We like to think that what we're doing is going to work for sure. This causes us to continue unsuccessful marketing efforts and compound our failure rather than multiplying our success. If you take the mindset that everything is a test and you watch and assess what you do to make sure it's working, you will have the automatic expectation that a lot of things may not work, but the ones that do work will get used over and over again and become winning and very profitable formulas to use for decades. This is something that Neil does in every single business he has. In fact, every business he started, from Crazy Egg to Kissmetrics, is about measuring your results, about really seeing what works and where it works. And that's exactly what this program is about. We want to help you learn various different methods that you can use successfully to grow your business and get more customers, and how you can measure it so you can use what actually works and discard what does not, help you save a lot of money and time. Marketing mindset number 3. Marketing begins with understanding the needs and wants of your customer. It does not begin with advertising, putting up a website, etc. It begins with understanding your customer. So this whole program is about diving deep into the desires, fears, and fantasies of your target market. You're going to learn the words that they use to describe their situation. No more trying to make them fit your mold. You need to fit their mold. You're going to do this the easy way, and you're going to make a lot more money. When you understand them better than they understand themselves, you'll be able to develop a deep relationship with your prospects and clients and offer them many products over and over again. And in fact, we have a lot of worksheets and questionnaires, especially in this week of upcoming modules, that are designed to help you do all of this. Marketing mindset number 4. Customers really hate to be sold, but they truly love to buy. Now, you're probably wondering, what does that mean? Let's take a classic example, the car salesman. There's really a couple different types, but we're going to use 2 archetypes. The first one is the stereotypical car salesman. He's loud, he's aggressive, he tries to put you in a car that may not be the best fit for you because it's the best sale for him, but it's not the best sale for you. We're talking, you walk onto a lot and you know that even though that beautiful looking, sexy sports car, it would be fantastic to drive, but it's not very practical for you. You want some of the features of it, but you don't really want the sports car because you have a family or a pet, or it's just not practical for you on any level. Unfortunately, that classic salesman, that archetype that you know of, loud and crazy and aggressive, he comes in and he just bowls you over into a sale that you actually hate. It's something that you dread. It's a bad experience. He wants you to buy that sexy sports car because he knows it's the best sale for him. He's going to make the most money, and he doesn't care about your needs. He doesn't care about listening to you. He doesn't care about getting to know you. He is slick as oil. And those are the people you don't want to be like. Instead, you want to create an experience where your customer loves to buy. So let's take that same example. When you go to a car lot and you meet someone who actually listens to your needs, they're a little bit more quiet. They ask you questions to discover exactly what it is you need. They know that you like some of the features of that beautiful sports car, but that having only 2 seats isn't exactly practical for you. Instead, they learn that you like to go camping and you have a family and everyone needs to have their own space or it's going to possibly cause some friction when you're out on the road. So what does he do? He hooks you up with the best SUV he's got with all the luxury options, and it's perfectly fitted to you. It doesn't feel like a sales process at all. Instead, it feels like you are being led to the most natural decision possible, and you love the car you're buying. It's perfect for you. So when you're in this mindset of customers hate to be sold, but they love to buy, what it means is that instead of convincing, you're going to give them what they need to convince themselves to buy. You're going to elicit their criteria and then turn around and give them a perfect fit. You're going to allow your customers the pleasure of finding a solution to their problem so they can love making a purchase decision with you. Marketing mindset number 5. Marketing is about eliciting action. Marketing is customer getting. Human beings don't make most decisions consciously, although it may appear to the decision maker that they are. So what you find is that 99% of decisions are actually emotional decisions. Decisions we make because we feel something and it's super instantaneous. And right after we make that decision, we then justify it with logical appeals or things that we consider to be rational. So when you understand that, you know that you need to appeal to the emotional side of your target market. So they have what they need to make that instant decision and then rationalize it after. Of course, you don't want to cross any ethical boundaries, not your own or maybe any legal ones. You only want to use these resources when it's in the best interest of your prospects to do so. And the reason you want to understand that is because when you have someone who makes a purchasing decision that didn't necessarily want to make the purchasing decision but was manipulated into it, what you'll find happens is that over time, it's going to deteriorate the quality of your brand, the trustability of your brand. It's going to cause more chargebacks and refunds, a lot more unhappy customers. And when you have unhappy customers, it not only costs you money because you're giving refunds, but it's going to cost you money in customer service, possibly cause lawsuits, things like that. You really want to avoid that. So the best way to do this is to, of course, make sure you have a well-matched client. Neil never accepts a client who won't find value in what he's offering to them. He, of course, wants to elicit their criteria, find out exactly what they want, and then if it's a good match, he wants to show how his product or service is that match for them. There's no other way to do this. It's going to be completely ethical other than knowing this specific person is or is not a match for me. I know if I'm going to go after them or not. And we're going to give you some great workbooks and a couple of different videos coming up here. They're going to help you figure out exactly what that match looks like and how you can elicit their criteria in an ethical, fun, and natural manner. Marketing mindset number 6. Successful marketing is when you create a marketing process and sequence. You want to build a marketing system so a customer can come to you and get a consistent experience of learning about your services, why they need to purchase from you, the upsells you offer, etc. Now, this is actually a dual-sided issue, and I'll tell you why. First, most people who are going to make a purchasing decision take 6 to 20 so-called touches or experiences with you where they get to understand, know you better, understand why your product is the best, etc. That could be through advertisements, it could be through your social media, it could be through sales pages, it could be through email sequences. So when we say you want a process and a sequence, what we want to do is automate that 6 to 20 touches so that you aren't having to recreate something over and over again. Instead, it's literally a system that is like a domino effect. It triggers one thing after the other after the other. Now, on the other side of this, not only will this create a better experience for your customer and gain you a lot better, more loyal customers, but it also helps free you up to focus on the things that matter in your business so that you're not running around trying to personally duplicate a process over and over again. Instead, it's been set up, it's been tested, and it's been optimized to do all that work for you so you can turn around and focus on creating a better customer experience, delivering more value, creating additional products or services, and things like that. Marketing mindset number 7. The success of your marketing is measured by the perceived value that you create for your customers. All value is perception. So it's not enough to have a product and say, come and buy my product. What customers want to make a decision is massive value and connection, especially today. You need to translate the value of what you're offering and why you're the best choice or connection for them. That means you need to connect the dots and show them exactly how you are going to solve their problem. And we want to use the word value in a couple different ways here. Of course, we have value as in monetary value, what your dollar sign is worth. That's going to come from a lot of different things. Let's go back to the idea of people making emotional decisions primarily and then turning around and rationalizing them. What this means is that you need to appeal to their personal, ethical, moral, and personality values. Above all things, you need to know your target market so well. It's like a good friend of yours, so you know exactly what is required in order for you to make a sale with them that's natural and easy. So we want to know their motivations, their fears, their fantasies. A good example of this, there are different ways of marketing weight loss. For someone who's going to select a gym or something like CrossFit, it really is about like this community of people that are all about how far can I take my body? If I'm not going home sore, I haven't done a good enough job. I'm all about endurance. I'm all about being tough. That's just one type of client. Then there are people who grab something like a Slim Fast. Those people are convenience people. They don't want it to be hard. They don't want it to be difficult. They don't care about endurance. They want something that's literally, I pick it up out of my fridge, I shake it up, and I drink it on my way out the door. So you need to know exactly the values and motivations behind it. Knowing their fears and their fantasies is a part of this. What is a reason why someone right before the summer would want to lose weight? If you want to go for an extreme fear, maybe it's that they're scared of what people will think about them when they're on the beach this summer. If you want to go for something that's a little bit more positive, it could be, I want to have more energy to keep up with my children or my grandchildren. So there's a lot of different motivations and ways to actually increase your perceived value, because the more you seem to understand and speak the language of your target clientele, the more valuable you become to them. Marketing mindset number 8. Find customers where they are, not where you want them to be. Never expect them to find you. You would think this would be a classic marketing lesson that everyone learns. But it's funny, a lot of people don't actually do this. We don't want to just find them physically, although that's a big part of it. For instance, if you personally like to use LinkedIn, but your target market is using Facebook, don't expect to find them on LinkedIn. They're not going to go to you. You need to go to them. And then the psychology part of this, again, for you as a personal trainer in the weight loss niche, you may find that you want to be your physical best because, you sleep better or something like that, something specific to you. But you may find your target market is really into that vanity aspect. I want to look sexy when I'm naked. That's a totally different way of selling to them. So you need to behave in a way that makes them comfortable with you, speak their language, know what makes them tick, because you're meeting them where they are in their world or their reality bubble, which is something we'll go over in next month's content. So you expecting people to find you or meet you in your world or reality bubble is really a simple but humongous mistake that kills far too many businesses. But you're going to avoid that because you're going to go through next month's content and realize, holy cow, I know exactly how to reach my market in a completely natural way that is meeting them in their reality bubble instead of me trying to pull them into mine. Marketing mindset number 9. Commit yourself to learning and mastering the art of marketing. Anyone who has ever mastered anything, let's take for example Taekwondo, will tell you it's a never-ending process. And that's what we want to get across here in this marketing mindset. Because marketing is the most important thing you can do for the success of your business, your prospects and customers, as well as your financial future. Every single day, something new is happening in the marketing world. In a small period of just 6 months, everything could change because that's how fast the internet works, and that's where most people are going to make purchasing decisions today. So you can't just think, oh, I've learned these processes once, that's enough for me. Or I've tested my sales funnel once, that should be enough for me. It's probably not. In fact, I know it's not. Neil Patel literally goes out and tests every single step of his sales funnel, including the sales funnel for what you just purchased, this program here, to make sure it is optimized and running as smoothly and as efficiently as possible, converting at its highest so that it continues to pay him day after day. Now, that doesn't mean he is doing it for free. Instead, he's going to have to invest some time and energy, maybe some dollars even, to make sure that everything's running that smoothly and doing so well on the conversion side of things, making his customers happy. But he wouldn't know that if he didn't test, and he wouldn't be making nearly as much money if he didn't test. That means that he's continually learning and mastering the art of marketing. And if you want to emulate the big guys, we're talking the Nikes and the Porsches of the world, then you have got to continue learning and mastering the art of marketing because they're doing it every single day. So, what are you going to do next? It's your first assignment. It's going to be laid out across a series of videos. So over the next few module videos, you're going to be shown how to fill out some important workbooks about your target market, the core of your business history, and philosophy. Now, this is just the beginning. By the end of this month, you are going to have a full picture of your brand, your clients, and your competitors. Now, some of these workbooks also include trigger words and nightmare mindset worksheets. So you want to fill out everything that's in here, please. You are later going to use the answers in these workbooks to enhance and refine your entire marketing process over time. It's going to start with this month's content, and over time, you're going to build this incredible knowledge of your target market, your perfect client profile, so that you can actually find them, reach them, and close them, and make them happy, loyal customers that keep coming back to you again and again. So that's some pretty exciting stuff. I will see you in the next video where I explain to you one of the worksheets.